Hello, my name's Hannah Luff, Head of Speech and Language Therapy for Inpatient Services for the Trust. We work with people with communication and swallowing difficulties, including dementia, across the wards. So if somebody's got a swallowing difficulty, which is when a service user might be reporting that they may be coughing on food and drink, or somebody else is noticing that they seem to be maybe taking a long time to eat and drink, then people get referred to us and we will come out and have a chat with you about how you are finding eating and drinking, and we might also sit down with you, watch you have a glass of water or maybe a meal, depending what kind of things you were describing as being an issue. And from then we would work with you to make a plan that would hopefully make those things easier, but at the same time make sure you were having the kind of food and drink that you most enjoy. So as well as supporting people with any feeding and swallowing difficulties that they might have, a really important part of our work, as the title Speech and Language Therapy might suggest actually, is working with people around communication. And we work with people for all sorts of reasons with their communication. It might be that somebody's got a new difficulty, if they've maybe had a stroke or a head injury. It might be something that's related to the side effect of medication, or it might be people who are in a new environment on the ward, but maybe have got some very long-standing difficulties related to learning disability, or they might be autistic, for example. Another thing that we do is work with people who have dementia, and these people might be quite newly diagnosed with dementia and we're supporting them with communication difficulties, or they might be more towards the end of their life with dementia, and we'll be looking at supporting them with eating and drinking as well as they can as their condition progresses. When we're working with people who have difficulties eating and drinking, the kind of thing that we're hoping to achieve is that if people are coughing and spluttering, or if people are maybe having food and drink going down the wrong way, that we can help to alleviate some of those symptoms. And that can be from a variety of options. It might be maybe suggesting that people avoid some particularly tricky things, or it might be such things as just taking a little bit more time or chewing a bit more thoroughly. I know that sounds really basic, but it can be really good to just have a bit of a think about those things. When you get referred to us, it's really important that what we do is the kind of thing that you would like to focus on, and that is important to you. No two courses of treatment for people or conversations with people are the same, and that is actually really important to us because we want treatment to be focused on you and what's most important to you. People tend to come to us because they've been referred by somebody who works on their ward, and it might be because they've gone through the physical health screen with them and some swallowing difficulties have been identified there, or because you've maybe said that actually it's maybe quite difficult for you to communicate on the ward, or people have just noticed that it's an issue for you, and that's how people tend to come to our service. What I like most about my work is when I can go onto a ward and there's a team of enthusiastic colleagues and also a service user who really wants to work with me to try and sort out whatever difficulty it is that they're having. And that for me is always very rewarding. But the other thing I quite like is when maybe somebody doesn't want to work with me and we manage to win each other round, and that's also really rewarding.